Hey guys, Daniel here. Welcome back to part 2. We're in the amazing Numinbah Valley up here at Natural Bridge. So we're sitting right here next to the mighty Nerang River. So this is further way upstream of the Inns Dam, and the water, the creek up here is amazing. It's really beautiful, nice and clear. If it was any warmer, we'd go for a bit of a swim, but we've had a fantastic barbecue with the family. We've had the chicken wings and the corn, and as I showed you in part 1, and that was just fantastic. We're so full now. But what I'm having here for a bit of dessert as the sun's going down there in the background is I've got a nice bottle here of the Glenmorangie original. So a big shout out to my cousin Teddy. Thanks for this bottle. He gave it to me as a gift. So I thought I'd do a quick review on it and just let you guys know what I think of it. So this little bottle is a pretty good whiskey actually. It's from what I can see, it's a Scotch whiskey. It's a single malt. So it's the I guess the benchmark or the original edition that comes out of Glenmorangie. I might try and do a bit more of a review on some of their other stuff, but this is sort of their base model, whiskey that's aged for 10 years. So I think from memory, it's ex bourbon cask. I could be wrong there. So we should be getting a little bit of that in the whiskey. And what I'm pairing it today with is these amazing protein balls. So they're coconut, and they're just a fantastic little treat. So I've just been sitting here for a little while, getting to know this whiskey, and just throwing it around the glass and nosing it. And I think it's just a fantastic beginner's whiskey. It's super sweet on the nose. Those caramelty flavors are definitely coming through. There's no spice in there. There's no smoke, no char, no barrel char. There's definitely no oak I can smell in there. It's just a nice, genuine, easy to smell, easy to sip single malt whiskey. I'm getting a lot of citrus fruits in there. There's a lot of orange fruits, definitely orange in there, the citrus. What else am I getting? There's definitely some peach. From what I can see, there's some peach in there. And the biggest thing that comes through is the apricots. And that's why I'm pairing these with these apricot balls here. So it is a really sort of genuine 10-year-old single malt whiskey. I find it quite nice just to sip on. In terms of the flavour profile, definitely very sweet. A strong hit of sort of a toffee orange, caramel in there. There's maybe a little bit of butter, a little bit of vanilla. Probably not so much cinnamon, but definitely those orange fruits coming through. So that orange sort of candy's coming through. Some more peaches. Definitely some sweet apricots in there, I'm finding. It's not a very demanding whiskey. It's quite easy to sit on. I definitely recommend this whiskey if you're starting off. I don't have an experienced palate by any means. I mean, I'm just starting off myself. I mean, I'm not a experienced. I'm just an amateur whiskey drinker. I find this quite nice. In terms of the finish, it is quite sweet again, but that sort of gets reeled back. It's for me the only taste I get of that charred sort of little bit of charred oak and oak flavors is in the finish. I can't get that on the nose or on the taste, so I do get a little bit of that on the finish, which I think is quite good, because it lets you know that, hey, I've been in a barrel for 10 years. You'd be disappointed if you didn't get that sort of oaky flavor. But look, it's quite light. It's quite sweet. Plenty of orange toffee in there. If you haven't tried it before, I'd recommend go checking it out. Look, it's not my favorite whiskey. I wouldn't say it's in my top 10. I find it a little bit too sweet, and I mean, okay, it's not complex at all. Not that I really enjoy complex whiskies, but I do find it a little bit boring and sweet, if that makes sense. But it is a good, genuine whiskey, a good 10-year-old whiskey. You know, I think for sort of non-whiskey drinkers or starters that are getting into it, you know, it's not very demanding. It's nice and sweet. It's easy to sip on. You know, you can drink it neat without an issue. I mean, I don't have an issue at all. Would I buy it? Look, yeah, yes and no. I think it's a good whiskey to have on my bar for visitors when they come in. Would I be sipping on it every week? Look, probably not. Just because it's not my style. It doesn't mean it's a bad whiskey or anything like that. But it's just not my style at all. But this whiskey pairs so well with these apricot coconut protein balls. Just amazing. The flavour really complements it. The other thing I forgot to mention was the colour of this whiskey. So I haven't checked if it's had colouring added to it. I don't think it has because it's quite light for a 10-year-old whiskey. So I'd be really surprised if they add colouring to it. But as I said, I'm not going to ramp on for too long. Go check it out. It's a good honest bottle, good honest 10-year-old Scotch whiskey, nice and sweet. I would recommend it. We're just going to sit here, finish our picnic, maybe have a bit of a cheese platter, wait for this sun to go down, and then we're going to head back home and get ready for the work week. So if you liked our stuff, if you like these episodes, we're going to be doing heaps more. Tune in next time, like us and subscribe. Cheers.